For thousands of views, not having a single dislike for an entire month was crazy. But starting today, my newest rant had 2 dislikes, which is more than my channel has ever had. Most people wouldn't outright dislike a video though. They just brought their valid opinions to the comment section, which I appreciate. This isn't me telling people they're wrong necessarily, it's just showing more of what I've seen. No usernames are shared, it's not my prerogative to shout out anyone here, and again, their points are valid, so there's no reason to get bent up on either side. Should video games be allowed in school? It's trivial, because in my vid I said the only way they can be effective is with moderation. So let's address the comments with active experiences I've seen while working in the video game space. Good on paper, but a bad idea. This person is an active commenter, so again, I wasn't as clear as I was in the last video about what I exactly do. I run esports, not on paper, but in real life, so hearing the comment say it's good on paper is a bit funny. Of course, some can still argue it's better on paper, even if people are working in the space. My biggest flaw is that I work in the college level. This heavily differs from working in a high school, middle school environment, because I don't know what it's like to work with kids who are forced to be in school. In my mind, video games in high school could mean esports could help high school further, but it could be the opposite. I have heard it's a larger challenge to get kids to cooperate at times at that level, but in the university level, college students are so maintained at building their own schedules, at least from my time working with them. Granted, I'm working with the cream of the crop, the students who are putting money into a school they got accepted in, a school they are hoping to get good grades in and graduate for a better career. But I still think it's worthy to note that I ran an esports class where some students stayed in the classroom an hour before and after the class just to get their free time to mingle. These were students understanding the versatility of esports. They took the class to develop talents, sure, but they also took the class to extend their connections and interests. At the college level, esports is willingly sought after, and I can't imagine something so successful not at least being a bit rewarding beyond what's written on paper. But it's under-researched and hard to prove if it's helpful, which I'll explain in the next comment below. Great video, but I feel like the children would just 100% focus on the games without leaving room for any real education. Education is the most important aspect of schools, so it would be an absolute travesty if esports were introduced and completely undermined what schools are meant to be. This has been brought up by concerned parents when they hear their child's school is implementing some form of video gaming into their campus. For example, a local school announced a huge grant supporting video game teams, which had an enormous amount of disagreements in a comment section on Facebook. I'm concerned on how to approach this because there isn't enough research done in this to truly prove or disprove how effective video gaming is at keeping students in good standing. I made a point in my previous video that students will try to be in good academic standing to remain on a team, but that depends on what results show over time. We need better case studies reviewed across the US on how schools may benefit from esports and what the real drawbacks and factors could be. All I can say for now is without effective oversight from staff, yes, video gaming would be as out of control as your siblings stealing your Xbox during weekend chores. I do want to point out that schools that ignore video games completely lose a chance to guide kids out of certain mindsets. The "you wouldn't understand" mindset is so strong in kids, and it's only increasing if half their activities are online if the older generation doesn't resonate with the connectability, inside jokes, and versatility online spaces provide. That disconnect doesn't affect children who have good upbringings, but it can change a child's life if they're struggling in some way and meet a teacher or staff member that understands their interests to a T. Half of kids' favorite things are now mingling with others online, and when adults can't fathom the extremity of this lifestyle, it's messier to connect with kids, to reason with them, to learn life lessons. So that's me basically addressing some of the comments on a video that seems to still have good support, but you know, 2 dislikes is 2 dislikes, and I am growing in some way. But thanks for watching my follow-up video, and I'll probably make a couple more in specifics.